All right, we're here with the returning champion guest, JT Krul. His Kings just lost.
Yeah, that's not. I didn't know we were going to be talking about such a sensitive subject. I thought we were going to talk about comic books. So I'm a little hurt. It's I still love my boys, but I'm not a big San Jose fan right now. So, but next year hopefully. But yeah, it kind of sucks.
So let's talk about happy stuff.
Thanks for bringing that up. Now I'm depressed. Again.
Okay. Can we talk about Green Arrow?
Yes.
How amazing it is?
Yes.
How you're just making me more and more love Ollie?
Well, that's my job. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm always nice to bring new fans on board to enjoy Ollie. He's a great character. He's like one of the best in the DC universe. Everybody should be reading Oliver.
They should. Go Ollie, go. So, Green Arrow just finished with the Brightest Day. Can you tell us a little bit about the wrap-up, what happened? I mean, I'm sure we're going to be talking about it on the podcast, but from your point of view.
Yeah, we have like one more issue to go, which is kind of a little bit of an epilogue, and also because the events in 11, which just came out, kind of take place before the end of Brightest Day. So issue 12 will kind of cover that a little more and show kind of what people saw on Brightest Day, but kind of from Ollie's standpoint. So there's a little bit more to go, but really overall, this whole arc through Brightest Day for Green Arrow has all been about him kind of regaining that sense of being a hero again, because with everything that had happened to him and all the mistakes he's made and all the people he's kind of lost or disappointed or failed over the years between Roy and Dinah and Leanne and all that, he's really been kind of down on himself. And so this is really kind of his him clawing up out of the mud, so to speak, and really just kind of reestablishing himself in his mind as being a hero once again, and whether or not he can do that or not.
I thought you did that amazingly in number 11, just how he's like, I don't have to be a Superman, I don't have to be an Amazon warrior, I just have to be myself. And I feel like Ollie's hasn't been sure of himself for a while, and you made him feel like, hey, I'm Green Arrow, I can do this again.
Yeah, it boils down to a lot of, this ties in with like the Galahad character, is this notion that, it's about kind of stepping up to the plate, and that's what's really important thing. And it's not a matter of can you fly or can you create constructs out of green energy from your magic ring. It's are you willing to do everything you can and do what's necessary and just fight the good fight. And that's and he's always done that, and maybe it doesn't always work out as well as he would hope, but I mean, if you look at his personality and who he is and his character and what he's been through, his failings have always, it's almost like he's a really great Green Arrow, but he's not a really good Oliver Queen, because he's in Green Arrow, he's always kind of managed to step up to the plate and kind of save the day, so to speak. With Oliver Queen, it's like trying to keep that personal life going. That's where he's really kind of faltered, and so he has a hard time. For him, he's more of like one person, where it's right. Different with like Bruce Wayne and Batman. Like, they're very different, and you can almost argue there really is no Bruce Wayne, there's just Batman. Whereas Oliver Queen, like, there's more of an Oliver Queen than there is a Bruce Wayne. So those kind of failings kind of spill over into the rest of the character and what's going on in his mind.
Cool. I love number 11. I know number 10 was your favorite book that you ever wrote. You told me, right?
It was to the date. It was like one of my favorite comics I've written. Yeah, I just like the themes of it and being able to explore like the Galahad sense and tie it all together. And anytime I can throw a little poetry in there, it's always good too. So
cool. Teen Titans also. It's getting closer to 100.
It is.
Are you excited?
Very. I mean, that's one of the coolest things about coming on board. With issue 88 was that I knew that. Just for me, that was like my thing. It's like, oh, it's going to be cool to get to 100, and yeah, I mean, currently right now we're knee deep in the Solstice arc, and that goes on.
I like her.
Yeah,
she's a good character.
Thanks. Yeah, she's fun. She's a kind of a brighter force in the for the Teen Titans, and not so much, I mean, from the power standpoint, but also just from a personality standpoint. She's not as mired in the darkness of tragedy of her past, like kind of like most of the Teen Titans are. She has a solid family foundation, a core that she kind of behind her, and so it makes her a little more confident, a little more optimistic, if you will, but not in that we're in Anaheim, not a Disney employee. Not that Disney employees are bad, because they're great, but sometimes they're on you're jacked up to number 12 as opposed to just being normally nice. They're sugar-coated.
Uber nice.
They're uber nice. They're sugar-coated. They're Easter Bunny nice. And she's been a fun character to bring around, and I really like how her dynamic plays out with the rest of the members.
Cool. And there's a little dilemma going. There's two Robins for a while. Are we gonna see Damian back?
Right now it's Tim, and I'm not gonna say Damian won't ever show up again, but two Robins is one too many, and you just can't, especially with those two. I mean, it would just be, it would be a great book, but it would be the Damian and Tim show, which would be a great story.
A great 1970s sitcom.
Yeah, a great 1970s. Yeah, it's like Bosom Buddies, but a little different. But yeah. So no, for right now it's Tim, and it was fun writing Damian. He's a great character, and I love the way he played off of everybody, especially Ravager. But I'm a huge Tim Drake fan, so I've been kind of chomping at the bit to be able to write him. So I'm really glad to be able to have him on board.
So, Brightest is over. Flashpoint is coming soon. Still can't talk about it.
No, I can't. Yeah.
I'm just happy that you're writing Deadman. You're not going to make me fall in love with that character because I'm already in love with that character.
Oh, well then, see, my job's already done for me, so that's good. Yeah, the Flashpoints, again, it's hard because I really can't talk about anything, but being able to write Deadman and Dick Grayson in a bit of a different way is pretty cool. And just to... I would say just to get into the role more and to get in the voice more, but just because I wanted to. I actually found a trapeze school and a guy who does trapeze lessons and trains performers, and I went to observe him and interview him, and then they ended up harnessing me up, and I got...
How scared were you?
I was pretty terrified, actually, because they put you up and you walk up the ladder and you get in, and then before you get to the rope, before the bar comes out, like it hangs over, so you actually have to step and lean over. So as I'm leaning over, the guy's actually holding me. I'm just trusting that this guy's holding me, and like it's just the net below, but it's pretty far below, and then you kind of make that leap of faith as you grab onto the bars and swing out. So, it was. I didn't scream like a little girl until the very end. So
I was screaming. I would have been like, ah!
Yeah, it was. But no, it was great. It was fun. It was really cool just to kind of, touch the bar and just kind of see what it's about and talk to people who've done it and travel with the circus and performed and kind of.
You can do circus shows now?
No. I don't think anybody would pay to see me do that unless it was some sort of like America's Funniest Home Videos thing or something.
That would be amazing.
Where I fell and didn't land in the net. That would be so.
All right. Final question: what books are you enjoying right now?
I'm really liking Generations Lost. It's one of the books that I'm enjoying even more than I thought I would. I like the characters, but I didn't know it surprised me how much I'm enjoying it. And Judd's doing a really great job on it. Scott Snyder's Detective Comics is one of those that you really just have to read like right when
I see you guys like on Facebook like talking to each other nonstop.
He's a really nice guy. He's a good. I managed to meet him. We met hooked up a year ago, and we've stayed in contact. The New York show a few years ago was really nice. Got to hang out with James and meet Scott Snyder, meet Jeff Lemire, and those two guys in particular were just really cool to meet and really nice guys to kind of stay in touch with and just kind of talk because we all create in our own little bubble universe, and it's nice to kind of get out of that and kind of talk to some of the other writers and just kind of talk about characters, process, projects, and just kind of
shoot the shit.
Exactly, just kind of have fun. So no, he's great, and I'm really happy for that.
Thank you again.